Hey y'all, welcome back. I hope you're having a great summer. This is being filmed on July 11th. I have about, I think maybe 3 more weeks. I don't go back to school until August 6th. So, well, that's not true. I did leave my house today. I had to make a donation to Goodwill, y'all. I had to, you know, have been doing some cleaning, getting rid of some stuff. Nothing y'all would want though. And then I got my oil change. I really wanted to go to the bins today, but it would have been like 11:30, 12 o'clock before I got there. And it's really just hot, just like it is everywhere else. So I opted to not go. I'm gonna try to go one day next week in like the morning. But anyway, I have a collected thrift haul for you guys. It is from Goodwill and City Thrift, and it is over the span of probably another 7 or 8 days or so. I'm going to share this with you guys. Find it homes. Not all of it is going to be put out right now. Anyway, I'm going to get all this put up, and then y'all, I think we're just going to move this table into the kitchen tonight. It's not going to be painted. I have to get this out. I know I keep saying that, but it's going to be an ordeal to move it. We're going to have to go out of the house and come in through the back. And so anyway, but y'all didn't hop on here to hear about all that. You want to see what I've been thrifting. All right, so let's get started. At City Thrift, I think I moved y'all a little bit. I got this. Now, normally I will not thrift something like this unless there's 2. But look at this wooden candlestick holder. Now, it needs to be a little tightened up here. But look at this. I love this. Now, there's only one, and I've kind of been going back hoping, you know, hoping to be able to find the other one. But if I don't find the other one, it was $3. If I don't find the other one, I thought I could just pair it with these 2. These were $2 a piece. I love wood I love wood all the time. I don't know about y'all, but I really like to bring out the woods in the fall. I do like brass. I love the brass and the woods, even in the copper. Like, I know a lot of people don't mix that together, but in the fall and in the winter, I really like the warmth that all that brings to my house. So, and that's the first pair of wooden candlestick holders that I've gotten. So I was very excited to get that. Now I found this at City Thrift. And I saw it from like a little bit of ways. It was on the top of a shelf, and I thought, wait, is that what I think it is? You know, let me just go over there and see. It was only $7. And I Googled Lindsay, so I thought maybe that's not what I'm thinking that is. But it popped up immediately, and it is an antique. Now, I don't know when these were made, so I haven't verified that if it's antique or vintage. And for some of my friends, y'all know that that's a pet peeve of mine. Like, I like to get that right. But anyway, Google Lens has said that this is an antique cranberry picker. Look, y'all, this thing is so heavy. But for $7, there is no way I was not bringing this home. Now, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it. I would like to find a way to hang it on the wall and maybe have some, you know, something coming out of it. I think that would be really cool. It's very, very heavy though. And I don't want to ruin, here's the back of it. You know, I'm all about, y'all know this, I don't like to ruin the integrity of the older pieces. I don't really mind doing that to, you know, newer pieces, but especially if this is an antique. And I mean, I don't really know how to tell. I'm not a a craftsman or anything like that. You know, it does have nails. They're not rusted. And I would so I don't know, you know, this could have been a replica. I'm just not really sure. But anyway, I don't want to run it one way or the other. So if I cannot find a home for this, and somewhere to be able to display it and make it look good, then I will put this in my future booth. If you're new here, I am not a reseller. I do not have a booth at this time, but because of our obsession with old, vintage, and antique, and now primitive things, it is something that we are going to have to do moving forward. We've talked with a couple of store owners. I have a lot going on, and as much as I would love to open one tomorrow, I want to do it right. And I want to have one of those booths that you want to shop. I want it to be inviting. I want it to be curated. I want it to be small, because to start out with, you know, I've talked so many times on this booth, on this channel about this. I don't want it to be one of those booths that you walk past because it's so packed you can't shop it. So I want to be able to devote time and attention to it. And just right now, I cannot commit to that. I'm thinking, you know, more and more, you know, when I go in a store, I'm like, yes, you can do this. And then I get home and get overwhelmed with all the things I have going on. I'm like, no, you did a good job waiting. But anyway, you guys know I'm going to update you on that. But I have started being smart and collecting items for either my home or for a potential future booth. So moving on, I got at City Thrift 4 of these. Now they've been there for a while. I love these. If y'all know me, you know I love anything swirl. And I sort of, they're each priced. One of them had a price on it of $1.99, and it said 1 of 4. And then the other ones, they didn't have a price, but they would say like 2 of 4, 3 of 4, and 4 of 4. So I thought, you know, some of the gold. Oh, well, here's the glass. Aren't these beautiful? Look at that. Oh, I love that. These would be pretty with my Snow White Regency, wouldn't they? But some of the gold was wearing off, so I thought, well, maybe they are just 50 cents a piece. I mean, that would be really weird. So I did get 4 of them, thinking I was going to pay $1.99, but when I left, I thought, well, that didn't add up. They were $1.99 a piece. Are they worth $1.99 a piece? Yes, they are. Do I have way too much glassware? I do. I probably wouldn't have bought them as much as I love them. I think they're beautiful. If you are, you know, getting married, my niece is getting married tomorrow, and I don't know her very well. I don't spend a lot of time with her. We're not close, I guess is what I should have said. But she is on her registry. I know she had some barware. Guys, if you're getting married or you're moving into a new home or you're setting up a bar, now I don't drink, but it doesn't mean that I don't have a ton of barware. I have beautiful barware for my iced tea and ice water and my Coke Zero. But go to the thrift stores to buy your barware. They have some beautiful, beautiful glassware that you just don't see in the stores anymore. You don't see, or at least I don't shop for it in stores, so I may be 100% lying here, but you don't see those beautiful, you know, etched glass or just some of the designs that they had from early, you know, like I have some glasses from the 1930s. Like you just don't see that anymore. And I would, if I were setting up like that, I wouldn't go register at these big box stores. I would be going to, like, asking, you know, going to the thrift store and looking for barware, asking for gift cards, you know, to a thrift store. Have any of you ever given a gift of a thrift store gift card? I have given 2. I gave one to a friend of mine, a Goodwill card, gosh, probably 15 years ago, and I thought it was the craziest thing I'd ever done. And then just recently, I gave a young lady a City Thrift gift card for her birthday, and they loved it, and now I would love it too. But anyway, let's move on with this haul. From City Thrift, I haven't even opened these, but it was $4, so these were $2 a piece. That's the one thing, like some of the pricing, I've talked about this so many times, but some of the pricing just doesn't make sense, because like depending on who prices this, any other day this may have been $1.99 for 2 items. But I got this large wooden mortar. Would this be, is this the mortar and the other part's the pestle? Or is it backwards? Is this the pestle or mortar? Anyway, y'all know Greg loves those. He wants to collect them. He only has one. But I did find this, and I thought, you know, that's kind of the art of thrifting and going to antique stores. You sometimes can piece together a set by going to several stores. So I grabbed this. In that bag was this. This was a bagged item. If you have a bagged section at your thrift store, don't sleep on that bagged wall. Y'all, I have found some amazing finds on the bag wall. I know it looks like a bunch of junk, but it is not. Now, I have a few of these. This was in that bag with that. And I know this has something to do with sewing. I am not a sewer by any means. I can darn stuff up and sew a button on. But I will just put this with my collection of other things. Now, for $3, I found, there's something in here. I don't know what it is. A few things. Should probably open it up, maybe look at it. But the majority of the things in here are the aluminum cookie cutters. Look, let's just open this up. And I see one in here, Miss Penny from Little Cahaba Junkin. If you are watching this, look, is this the kind of dogs you collect? Y'all, what is this? Is this a Scotty? I can't remember. Miss Penny, if this is the dog you collect, if you will reach out to me, I will drop this in the mail to you. I have a pickle jar full of aluminum cookie cutters. I did not need this. I bought these to go in a future booth. But when I see something like that that might brighten somebody's day, I'm sure going to bless them with it. It's just an aluminum cookie cutter, but I kind of think that might be your dog. Or not maybe your dog, no, but a dog that you like. There's a star in here, a big old gingerbread man. I have him in the aluminum, the copper. Oh, I have a Santa. Y'all, I'm about to drop everything. I'm putting that table that's just right square dab in the middle to use. Doing the haul here. I don't want you to get a full glimpse of my wall because I want to film this room tonight and give my debut, but y'all, sometimes I do dumb stuff and this video might go out before that. I just dropped that and it went under the table on the other side of the room, but I think it was a 4-leaf clover. There's this little round, and then there's some stuff that I don't really know exactly what it is, and I'm probably going to just trash it. It's like some cylinders, some kind of like coffee strainer maybe. Yeah, and then I don't know, some of this stuff I will probably just not, you know, just get rid of. And then there's a little Christmas tree. It's not the same kind, but anyway, how much was this? $3. So y'all, you will find these aluminum cookie cutters at your thrift stores. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I've never found at a thrift store one with a wooden knob. So I do have to buy those at the flea markets and antique stores if that's something you're wanting. Now, I also found one day for $3, is a screwdriver. It's not a screw, yeah. There's a screwdriver, a little red plastic shovel, but then there is, I don't know what they're called. I call them a claw, but this claw little digger thing. And I have one, but mine doesn't have the wooden yellow. So I'll probably keep this for myself. But it ended up being $1. Now, because there's, here's the screwdriver. I'll just put that in the screwdriver. And I don't know that Greg would use, oh, y'all, this is the little kids. It's got a little cars thing on it. But I will probably redonate that. Now, y'all, I hope I didn't show y'all this in my last haul. I don't think I did. maybe I did. I don't know. We're going to look at them real quick anyway. I found this pillowcase, and I have searched and searched and hoping that I could find the other pillowcase, but it matches that flat sheet. Let me get it where you can see it better. Oh, I think it matches that flat sheet that I bought last week. And it was $2. Now, normally it would have been $2.99. I mean, $1.99 for two, and they would have been $1 a piece. But I keep looking, hoping that maybe they got separated. I got these, and I don't know what they are, other than maybe they are just round little needlework doilies, but there's two of them that I will probably put into the booth. They were $1.99 a piece. I guess I need to say future booth. I don't want anybody new here thinking that I have a booth. I do not have a booth, and so I've got to get in the habit of putting that in there. If you are new here, I had asked all my friends if they wanted me to show them things that I might buy for the booth, and they had said yes. And here is for $4, so these were $2 a piece. Two more of the needlework pillowcases. Y'all don't know why I'm so addicted to the needlework pillowcases. It's probably just the old soul in me. Now, Greg got, this was $4, and it is a pheasant plaque thing. If you weren't with us last fall, Greg loves pheasants, and he likes to decorate with pheasants. He would actually have pheasants up all year round, but I like to keep them in the fall. I know that they don't just appear in the fall and then go away, but I think that they represent fall very nice. For $2, I got Toodle, the Golden Book, and I don't remember, it has a barcode, so it's not very old. What is... Huh. Well, it says 1945 is the copyright date, so maybe, I wonder if this got acquired by like a used bookstore or something, and maybe they put a barcode on it. Now, I found this little baby for $1.99 salt and pepper shaker. He goes with those two big ones that I bought last week or a couple weeks ago. I have searched high and low trying to see if there's another little one. I haven't ran across it yet. And for $5, I did find the bowl, this little footed bowl that matches all of that etched glassware that I bought. Speaking of my little etched glassware, I did find the little sugar bowl that I had just found the creamer to. See, you'll find this stuff. Okay, also at City Thrift, y'all, for $3, this was so cool. And I thought that it would be very pretty to set with if I ever do a tablescape with some of my crystal candlestick holders. But it is a glass candle snuffer. How cool is that? I love I don't know if you can see how it looks like a little turned upside down flower. Cool. Now, at Goodwill, I found for $3 a bell-shaped glass canister. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I'm not going to use this for food. It's not a sealed, but I think it'll be cool to like fill up with some interesting little trinkets. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this, but I really like it. And then you could also put like little candies or something in it for Christmas, or you know, that'd be really cute. But I don't know, I gotta think on this. I love bell-shaped things, so I want to do something extra cool with it. Okay, so many of you know that I love antique photos, hence the whole wall back there, and I'm always looking for antique frames, and I do fairly decent at finding antique frames. And I get and I get a lot of sizes, but City Thrift had these two frames, and they were $5 a piece. One of them was like a seafoam green, and the other one was like a baby gray. And I didn't like the colors, but I loved the frames. They fit the era of the pictures that I was hunting for frames for. So I brought them home and I put some antique gold rub and buff on them. And then I used some of the antique wax. I think it's the Waverly brand antique wax that come from Walmart. And so I thought that this turned out beautiful. Good, great frame to put. There's so many glares. I'm so sorry, to put my soldier in. But look at the frame. How beautiful it is. So loved that find. And this one was the green one. And where I wiped to, I guess, you know, maybe something wasn't completely dry and I was wiping the antiques wax off. Some of the green is coming through, which has kind of added some depth to that patina, or made it look like it was a little patinaed. See, I don't know if you can see right there. So if you find a frame that you love, but you don't like the color, or it's just not suiting your, you know, your aesthetics, change it. Rub and Buff is my best friend. Now this was a silly purchase, but y'all know I love stained ironstone. And this is that Federalist ironstone that's made in Japan. I don't have a lot of this. I have a couple of large platters. And I may have a couple plates. I'm not really sure. But for $2, I bought this bowl. Now they had a whole stack of them. And I didn't really want the whole stack. I loved the staining. And the others weren't stained at all. So I'm not sure. When you buy this and when you like the back better than you do, you can always use them as risers and display them to where all of that yummy staining will go. Now don't say that you can't find Pyrex at the thrift store, because for $4 I found the primary green bowl. Now there is some chipping, or not chipping, but a little bit of paint loss, but nothing like some of the ones I see. I have this set, so I'm actually going to check to see which green bowl's better. But you know, I do decorate with these. I have the pink gooseberry set. I use that in the spring with my bunnies. I have a couple of fall sets, or I guess they're not fall, but the one that has wheat on it. And then I have the golden butterfly set that, well, it matches. I don't know if it's called golden butterfly. The Corelle dishes that match it are called that. And I do put those out in the fall. I'm probably going to use the red and green primary bowls that I have out of this set for Christmas. So I do decorate with mine. But anyway, you can, I have found at City Thrift, I have the All-American pattern too. And I found some of that at City Thrift, and I found, of course, this. So you can find Pyrex. It's not very often, but you can find it at some thrift stores. All right, y'all know I collect Snow White Regency, and that I really like the stamp of that baby blue stamp with the crown. Now, this is not the crown stamp. It's actually a buffalo, but it is Johnson Brothers. It goes with it. I think we talked about this on one of my last hauls. It doesn't have Snow White Regency written on it like the other one, but it does have that swirl. So, and this bowl was $3. Now this bowl is dishwasher and microwave safe, so I will just put this up in my cabinet and we'll use this. And then this one was $3. It is Johnson Brothers as well. And just, you can see this one, the stamp is different. It says made in England. This went through a series of stamp changes, probably as it evolved, and there was probably change of ownership in the companies. Now I thought this was such a cool bowl. Yeah, just wait for it. Y'all, I've seen this bowl at an estate sale before, and it has a lid. This is a covered dish. You can still use it. It is very much usable. You don't have to have the cover. There is that ring where that cover goes. I remember the covered dish bowl at the estate sale, I think, was $4. And I thought, well, I don't need that. You know, I'm not going to use it. So then I go and buy one without the lid. Y'all, sometimes I get so caught up in the thrill of the hunt that I don't pay attention to what I'm getting. And that is probably Greg's, one of his #1 complaints about me and my thrifting, is that sometimes I just don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to prices. I just don't pay attention to a lot of things. But with that Snow White Regency, I found another gravy boat. Now I have the Snow White Regency gravy boat. This was $3, but this one has staining on it. Oh, there's lots inside. I know it's very, y'all can't see it, it's so faint. So I did grab that. And all right, let's see. Now they have, City Thrifts has this whole set there, and I shouldn't have bought this if I'm not gonna buy the whole set, but I do like creamers. Y'all know this is, I guess y'all could say I collect them. This is it's too small and I can't see it. It just says Germany. I know whatever, it was made in Germany, but for $2, it was this sweet little creamer. I don't know if you can see the detail. There's not a sugar bowl, not been able to find the sugar bowl, but they have the plates. So there's the, y'all see, y'all already know what I'm gonna say. There's the issue. What do? Do I need another set of dishes? No, I don't. Would it be a nice set to have? They're very nice plates, and all they have are the plates and the salad plates or bread plates. I think, you know, they can be called different things. That's all they have. But then what am I going to do with them? I'm going to stick them on a shelf, and I'm going to stack them, and I'm going to use them as risers, or, you know, I mean, I could potentially put them in a booth. I don't know if they would sell or not, but I think for now, I'm just going to be happy with my little creamer, unless I catch them on a 50% off day and they're dirt cheap, then I might get them. All right, I have 2 more things to show you, and this thrift haul will be done. So at Goodwill for $4, now I have this gravy boat, and it is Shenango. It's made out of Newcastle, Pennsylvania. It is that, I'm not gonna say this right, y'all are gonna make fun of me, Shenango China. So I guess it's like restaurant ware. It is heavy like ironstone, but it is this gravy boat. There's the emblem. It's so recognizable. Y'all know that I got one last summer for 33 cents, right? Well, I love it, and I saw this one for $4. So this I bought for my future possible potential booth. I see these in antique stores all the time. Okay, so the last thing that I've got to show you, I got from Goodwill. Before I show you this, let me just say, full disclaimer, I'm getting rid of 2 cake plates that I have. One of them I'm giving to my sister, and another one is one that I just picked up. The one that I got when I got married got shattered, and just like 2 years ago. And so I went to a store and I just grabbed another one. I'm going to actually sell that or donate it, because I just y'all have seen in my videos where I have the cake stand that has the swirls on the lid. So that's going to be my cake stand. But then Greg and I saw this in Goodwill the other day, and we left the store, like we were headed to the car, and we looked at each other like, we're so stupid. Go back in there and get that. And it was, where's the price? It was $10, but it is the Wexford cake stand. Now, many of y'all know I do collect Wexford, and we have several pieces of Wexford that was his great-grandmother's. So that is a pattern that I will continue to collect, just to kind of pay homage to her. I like the set, and so to have this cake stand, that is really cool. All right, y'all, that does it. That catches me up with our thrift hauls. Now, like I've always say, because I know some of you get discouraged, you go to the thrift store and you don't find anything. You have to go all the time. But I'm also going to be real honest and kind of put a disclaimer in there. Be careful, because thrifting is highly addictive. Like, sometimes one of us will be in sort of a bad mood, and the other's like, you've not been to the thrift store in a day or two, you know. So I say I'm an addict, and I am. I'm addicted to thrift stores. I love antique stores. Greg likes the antique stores better than thrift stores. And I love estate sales. Now, I do get real antsy if I haven't been to a good estate sale, because I don't go to them every weekend. But it is addictive, and you will find yourself in a position to where you have some life choices to make. Like, what? Okay, I've got to start getting rid of stuff. You know, I need to replace things. I kind of look at it as an upgrade. Like, everything in our home was, you know, well, we got lots. We had nice showers, but we've been married for 30 years. And we've replaced things throughout the year, but it was junk. It was everyday things that you would get at Bed Bath & Beyond, or, you know, Walmart, or Belk, if you have a Belk, you know, Dillard's, things like that. And even Dillard's and Belk being a little high dollar stores, I mean, it's just not the quality that some of these pieces carry. And I feel like I'm getting rid of some of my junk stuff and replacing it with history and quality, and I'm more than happy to do that, y'all. So just be careful, but just listen, focus, stay on conversation, right? Stay on task. You know, if you want to thrift things for your home, you do have to go often. There are times where, like right now during the summer, I'm able to go at different times of the day. I can't say for sure that I have enough proof to say that matters. I go in the morning, I go midday, I go in the evening, I go at night, and I still find things, you know. So I wouldn't get hung up on, well, I can only go, you know, at 5:30 on the way home from work. Well, I've been around that time and found amazing things, but it does take patience and diligence, and you know, just, here's the thing. Once you have found what you're looking for just 2 or 3 times, you're going to get hooked. So I don't do this channel to discourage you if you have trouble. I do this channel to encourage you if you want to be able to thrift awesome things. But I also do come with disclaimers. It is addictive. So just be careful in that. But guys, get out there. Get to your thrift stores. Do not sleep on those bag walls. You know, go to those dives where you have to dig. When I was at that estate sale yesterday, y'all, I was there for 6 hours, like I had said in my video, and I left there needing a shower and to rest, but I left with amazing things. And y'all, can I just take a minute to tell you that Greg did not like anything that I brought home. Like, he wasn't mad that I didn't get the flower frogs. He was disappointed like I was. But then I just had to keep opening my mouth. He was like, I can't believe you didn't see the marmalade jar. And then when I told him that there was a Flow blue gravy boat that somebody got for $5 that I didn't see, by then he didn't want to talk about the estate sale anymore. But, you know, but y'all, he just didn't like nothing. So anyway, I liked everything I got. All right, guys. I'm going to end this video here. It is getting to be a long video, so I'm going to try to do some editing on it, get it cut down to under 30 minutes. I have trouble with uploading if it's over 30 minutes. I don't know why. But anyway, y'all have a great rest of your day. And until I see you again, happy thrifting.